Hi, Leroy Scott at Leroy Scott TV. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I want to talk today about the role you played in your family system. And you say, well, what do you mean role I played? What I'm saying is that regardless of how many siblings you had in the family, every single sibling, every single person within a family system, they adopt a certain role. And if you think about your brothers and sisters and what y'all did and how y'all did what y'all did, every single one of y'all had a certain role, including your mother and your father. And sometimes there are grandparents in that system and they also play a certain role. So what I want you to think about in this session, I want you to think about what role did you play in your family system? Why is that important? The reason it's important is because when you get married, whatever role you played in your family system, you will revert to the role you played in the system in your relationship when things get tough. Now, what I want to identify is only 3 of the 5 or 6 things that I write in the book, Creating Possibilities in Marriage. There are 3 basic roles that most people play, and we've crystallized those roles this way. Number 1, the first role is scapegoat. These people in the family are blamed for everything. They didn't do it. You know, if things are going crazy in the house and mom comes and says, who did it? And they always blame you, and you never do it. You're always taken as a scapegoat. You're always taking the blame for somebody else's fault. The second role is the clown in the family. Every difficult thing, every challenge, everything that went wrong in the family, they always made fun of it. They never took life serious enough. Everything was a joke. Even some of the things that were painful, that were critical, and all of the other things that went on in the family, they just made fun of it and they laughed about it. Well, guess what they're going to do when they get married? When things get difficult, their spouse can be as serious as they want to be, and they'll be laughing and cracking jokes. And their spouse will sometimes be offended. The third role that many people play in their relationship or in their family system may be that of a caretaker. They felt that they had to repair everything. They felt the responsibility that they had to make peace in every one of life's storms. Well, the caretaker will find themselves always, when they run into crisis in their relationship, what they'll find is that they're always enabling their partner. They're never able to handle conflict because all they want is peace. And where there is no peace, they can't have anything to do with conflict. So what do? They run away. Always feeling that their partner is a project and not a person. Caretakers have a tendency to treat their partners as though they're some project rather than a real partner. In Creating Possibilities, I identify several other roles. I think it's very important that you know what role you played, because what you'll find is this straight line between the role you played in your family and the role you play in your relationship when things get tough. Because regardless of how mature you think you are, you will always go back to that role when life gets tough. I want you to break that pattern. So I want you to go to my website, www.leroyscott.com. I want you to get your hands on Creating Possibilities in Marriage. I want you to give my office a call so that I can help you strengthen your relationship and get to the place that God wants you to be. And I hope that you will be married forever because you invested in what was most important. We'll see you next time at Leroy Scott TV. God bless.